जयपुर वाया कोटा।
कृपया ध्यान आपको अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत.
Lucknow Junction.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವ ರೈಲು
चेन्नई बेंगलुरु तिरुचिरापल्ली हैदराबाद सुपरफास्ट एक्सप्रेस পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন कृपया ध्यान दियो.
Hello and welcome. It's a Tuesday evening here on Cricbuzz Live. Apna mangal thoda sa bhari hai. Things are going here and there, but that's only because I got stuck in a big traffic jam. Simon Doull went to get his visa today, so he got stuck in a long line. Yeah?
I did get stuck in a long line, but it was the service, I must say, was outstanding.
Yep.
And it was 8:15 this morning.
Oh, great. We're
So
not
that
giving,
was okay.
not giving anybody any free mileage on the show, right? So it's just some service, and he's going to get, of course, a multiple entry visa. To wherever he's going, we don't know. And we don't know where he's coming
It's
from.
very
Mr.
easy
Harsha
to know
Bhogle.
where he's going.
What?
It's very easy to know where he's going.
Where
Just look at the ICC and the calendar. You know
That's
where
where
he's
he's
going
going.
next.
Oh, by the way, you're one to speak.
Yes, sir.
Yours is same, sir.
No,
Yours is
I'm,
same.
I'm only doing little ICC, little IPL.
Please, sir. You
But
are
they changed the dates of the European T10 League once because Simon wasn't available.
Oh, it's only fair.
It's, yeah, rightly so. Rightly so.
Rightly
Welcome
so.
back, though, Harsh.
Yeah, welcome back.
Changing the
He, of
time.
course, doesn't
Oh, welcome back, GK.
He doesn't need a visa for anywhere because he's got diplomatic immunity and a diplomatic passport to travel to any country in the world. Why are you saying welcome back? I am here only every day, sir. I am not required by 5 different people.
I thought you pretended.
Unlike yourself.
I thought you were pretending to get stuck in a traffic jam because you're scared I'd sing you some melodies.
So here's what it was, right? I was
All these-
downstairs in the lobby.
All these recordings.
Downstairs in the lobby.
Waiting.
for the all clear of when the 60s and 1860s songs have stopped. And that's why I would come up. But sir, I feel now that I did that, I made a mistake. And I'm missing it. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. Ek suna dijiye, sir.
Kalakar-
Ek, sir, one, sir.
You know,
Sir, one, sir.
the great artists only sing in front of appreciative audiences.
Yes.
We have sir, one.
And
two
he
lines.
had
I had a beautiful
he
song
had a
all
song
lined
for
up.
you as well.
Like,
Is it? Rights issue. Stop
No.
it. Stop it. Let me talk over it.
Just the two of us.
Stop
the
it.
two of
it
us.
was about to be just the two of us.
Just the two.
It's about to be just the two of us.
And, I mean, anyway, the show with the two of them would probably be better than it is with the three of us. But here I am. There's Harsha Bhogle, Simon Doull, I'm Gaurav Kapur. This is Cricbuzz Live. Two big teams playing today. By big, I mean that they have the biggest fan bases. Yeah, them and Chennai. We're talking about Bangalore and Mumbai. But this game is a big game as well because whoever wins leapfrogs, jumps right up to number 3 in the table. This truly is, Harsha, snakes and ladders, isn't it?
Anybody can go anywhere, and all these games are coming down to the last ball. So suppose Rinku gets a 4 of the last ball, how many is Kolkata go up 3?
Yeah.
If Rinku doesn't hit a 4 of the last ball, Punjab go up 3.
Yeah.
So
Today, Mumbai can go up 5.
Correct.
That's
So
nuts.
yesterday they came down 2.
That's crazy.
So it's like a roller coaster thing. This is the most roller coaster tournament we've ever had.
Yeah, I think somebody, I don't know who on Cricbuzz Live has said that it's like snakes and ladders. Just when you think you've reached 97,
You come to 30.
Yeah, the long
Come
ladder
down to
comes.
30.
come straight down to 13 or something, and then something takes you up. So for Mumbai and Bangalore today, it is, and you want to be there because the thing is, Simon, it's coming down to the end. There's fewer games, fewer points at stake. You know there's going to be a log jam, traffic jam happening as you go into the final weekend. You want to just stick your
Yeah.
nose ahead.
And for the losing team today, I think it makes it very, very difficult to qualify. Really tough
Yeah.
to qualify for the team that loses today. So this is, I won't say it's absolute season on the line stuff, but it's not far off it. Ooh,
I mean, the other day, Sandeep Sharma bowls a no ball, and 4 franchises celebrate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
One of them was a football franchise in the UK. I don't know why they were celebrating. They just did.
Football franchise.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's so many
so many
Everyone's so
celebrations.
confused.
When Pommy and Rohan and all are here, whose goalkeeper stopped. Sorry, no, I might now start getting trolled United other than RCB.
Yeah, that's right. Were you trying to troll Manchester United? Just making it clear in case you guys with Twitter didn't get it. Trying to troll Manchester
No.
All right. Mumbai, of course. This is like as big. This is like the Classico. This is like the Manchester Derby. This is one of those. Not the Merseyside Derby anymore because anyway. But yeah, so it is like that. Mumbai and Bangalore. Mumbai has won the toss and decided to chase No surprise, Mr. Doull.
No, not at this ground. This is both sides. I think have got vulnerable bowling attacks. I think in that second half, and that's the reason. Yes, it's a chasing ground, but also the fact they don't trust their bowling attack. I don't think to defend anything.
Yeah,
and I think both sides are vulnerable at the back end. The last 5-6 overs, Mumbai probably have more what I term big boy power.
Yeah.
To clear the ropes in those last 4, 5, 6 overs. So I totally understand. Perfect call, win the toss and have a
what
bowl.
Finchie said at the pitch report, where he says it might be good to, there might be a little bit of turn if you bowl first, but after that, nothing at all.
Just get on a bit.
Yeah. He said, just go and bat. He said, this is a beauty. When someone at the pitch report says this is a beauty, it means two things. One, it's great for batting, and two, it's a batter doing the pitch report.
Yeah.
Dooley does the same pitch report. He's not saying it's a beauty. He's saying go away.
But the one thing we have seen also throughout this tournament is if you do put a good score, and by a good score, a good score has been generally sort of 215 and above, not just 200, 201.
257.
Yeah. But, 201s and they've been chased at times, the 190s. The 215 and above, the 220s, they have been defended time and time again. So, look, and they're capable. If Aaron Finch says it's a good surface, and he's played on quite a few surfaces around this country, quite a few different teams around this country.
I knew it was coming. It was coming.
It was. But for Bangalore, I guess the problem is that, they are batting first, but the issue is that they've got three guys, not at the top, 1, 2 and 4, and they're doing the bulk of the scoring. And whenever one of them falls, if two of them fall, then their middle overs are just a drag.
And you just told me the history of RCB in 2 sentences.
Yeah.
It's always, so every time they try and structure it differently, something happens to bring it back to the top 3.
Like Patidar.
Like Rajat Patidar. Yeah. So they would have thought, you know what, this year we've structured it really well. We've got Rajat Patidar, we've got Maxwell. We just need somebody to bat at 5. Then we got Shahbaz at 6, Hasaranga 7, DK at 6, Shahbaz 7, Hasaranga 8.
Yeah.
We just need to find a number 5.
Yeah.
And then the impact sub comes in, and then Patidar goes out, and they can't find a batter, and it's back to 3.
Lomror got some runs in the previous game, so they'll take heart from that. But this is also what our Cricbuzz Live question is. As usual, we answer it before we show the question, because I like doing things the other way around. But Som Jagannath has asked this. After a strong power play, RCB is getting slow in the middle overs. Is this pragmatism, given the lack of depth in batting, or it'll heavily cost them in the last game, like Delhi? So, yeah.
The problem is setting, and that's been their issue. They don't know and haven't been able to judge what a good score is. They haven't had the, how do I say it? They haven't had the courage to just keep going like other sides have. You look at a Punjab side, they just go, and they just keep going, and that's what they want to do. So they haven't quite had the game through those middle overs. You look at that, 39 for none, 49 for none, 48. When you're not losing wickets, that's when you should be going probably a lot harder. Lucknow's a tough one because it was an awful surface, and Delhi was the one that really put them behind the 8 ball. So when they're not losing wickets, they're okay, but they could go a little bit harder still.
Yeah, they did well against Kolkata and against Rajasthan, but friendlier surfaces, both of them. But that's an issue they have. Harsha, we've spoken about it all the time, right? That you lose 2, and then you're done in, because then you're thinking, oh my God, the one who's left is always thinking, what do I do? Do I go? Do I stay?
And yet you can't think like that.
Yeah.
Because the moment you think like that, you're saying, okay, maybe I'll go at the end, but you're still falling short. Everyone who does that is ending up on the losing side. Even that great Butler innings. 95 or 59, and they still lost the game.
Correct. A couple of hundreds have lost.
Yeah.
Venkatesh Iyengar's
got 100 and they lost.
Yashasvi as well. Harry Brook was on the winning side.
So there is a constant tussle between those that play and those that look at the numbers. Those that look at the numbers are saying 20 of 20, you lose games most of the time. Those that play are saying, as Butler did the other day, he says, but sometimes you've got to give yourself that time because you can go big at the end.
He was exactly 20 of 20, in fact.
Which is the reason I brought up 20 of 20. Now, a player like Butler does it more often than anybody else. And so he could say that. But even when he does that, they still fall a little bit short. Because the numbers are saying if you're playing 20 of 20 balls, you've got a 9 or 10% chance of reaching 55 balls, which is what you do anyway.
Yeah.
So which means even if you play 50 balls, 20 of those are gone.
Yeah.
Which means you now have 30 balls to make an impact.
Yeah,
The
true.
historic issue with RCB has always been trust, in my opinion. Historically, it has always been trust. The big boys have had a lack of trust in what's below them,
Yeah.
in what's to come. And it's historic. It goes right back through just about every season. You can look at whether it's Chris Gale, whether it's AB, whether it's VK, Virat. They have always had a lack of trust in what is to follow. So they've lumped all the pressure on themselves and almost said, well, we have to do it. So we can't afford to get out. So then you're playing with a fear of getting out.
Yeah.
And so therefore you're a little more conservative.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm not saying it's wrong, but it just hasn't ever really worked for them throughout the whole season to bring them a title.
Yeah.
And that's been their historical issue.
Achilles heel,
Last
so
year
to speak.
and this year,
Yeah.
they've had better teams than they've had in the past.
Yeah.
With these teams, they should actually be very, very strong contenders for a playoff because it is a good side.
Yeah, it's a good side, but that's the thing. Everybody's got to step up and get it done. What's the side they're taking today? They are batting first. Let's have a look at their batting 11. Here it is. Virat Kohli, Faf du Plessis, Glenn Maxwell, and there's Anuj Rawat, Mahipal Lomrod, Dinesh Karthik, Harshal Patel, Vishak Vijay Kumar, Manindu Hasaranga, Josh Hazelwood, and Mohammad Siraj. It is more than decent. It's a good bowling attack, right? It's a good bowling attack, but the problem there is that Siraj was attacked in the last game against Delhi. They want Josh Hazelwood to do the work at the end. And of course, Hasaranga's not amongst the wickets. We'll come back and talk about the team in just a second. Let's have a look at the Bombay 11 as well. The Mumbai 11, I'm sorry. Let's have a look at that. And they, of course, are bowling first. They're going to be chasing. So, Ishan Kishan, Rohit Sharma, Nehal Vadera. So, no Tilak Verma still, looks like. Surya Kumar Yadav, Cameron Green, Tim David, Jason Behrendorff. Oh, he's back. Chris Jordan, geez, we're off the plane on the ground. Jofra Archer has been ruled out and he's heading back apparently. Kumar Kartikeya, Akash Madwal, and Benjamin Button, Piyush Chawla.
That's bowling 11. So Tilak could come in if he's in there.
Is he there though in the impact list?
Impact list because he hasn't been well. He's had a little niggle. We don't really know because they never tell us anything. Just be honest. Open up. Tell us. I don't know. Just,
Yeah, the
just
Mumbai
tell us
team
what's going
keeps
on.
there's patient confidentiality clause. It's pretty tight there.
Yeah, there we go.
Nope, he's not there.
He's not there. Okay, so he's still obviously
So I think
Got a problem.
Ramandeep comes in as the additional batter.
as their batter. He comes in as their batter.
What they could also do is if Behrendorff bowls out early, they could still send in Ramandeep. And if they require a couple of overs, he could bowl a couple of overs. But I don't see Behrendorff bowling out by 11-12 anyway.
Who bowls for Bangalore? Then they have to get Karan Sharma because I think they've just got batters pretty much there and an international bowler.
Yeah, let's look at those five
What I
again
saw.
for Bangalore because the change they mentioned was Karan Sharma goes out and Vishak Vijay Kumar comes in.
Yeah, but they are going to bowl second. So
Unless they want to pick Shahbaz or Karan Sharma to bowl.
what, there has to be, right? Because they can't get Bracewell in. They've got 4 foreigners.
Yeah, and so they don't have a seam bowling option on there. So they're hoping.
So they've got Vishak, they've got Harshal,
playing four-
Siraj,
they're playing
and
playing four
Hazelwood.
seamers anyway.
So they're playing 4 seamers
So
anyway.
they're fine with
They'll
that.
get the leg in.
Yeah.
I think they'll get the leg in.
Yeah, he's bowled at this ground. He's
bowled well.
So
He's got experience across all franchises.
yeah, let's. We just want to talk about the big boy power that Dooley was talking about for Mumbai, because of course they're going to be chasing. They've got big boys right through. They've got the big hitters everywhere, right? Nehal Vadera got some runs as well, so they've got runs all through. The big problem, of course, is that the biggest hitter, the most accomplished of them all, Captain Rohit Sharma, is not amongst the runs this season.
The row hitter.
The row hitter.
He is. He's just struggling, isn't he? He really has had a poor time of it. 1 half century, another score over 40. And the last 4 innings, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab, Chennai, have been really disappointing for him. So, look, where does he bounce back? Where does he find the form? He's got to do something. He dropped himself down to 3 against Chennai in that game.
But he was there in the third over.
But he was in early anyway. So,
I think he should bat first. It's a quality attack with Hazelwood and Siraj. He's the opener. He should go and open.
Yeah.
If he's playing, he's Rohit Sharma. If he's playing, he should open.
Sometimes, is it as much strategy or is it as much just, I just want to change my luck around a bit, right? Just move one position, maybe just
luck doesn't take
break something.
No matter what the score is in this one, he's just got to come out first. No matter what they're chasing, he has to come out first. And in my opinion, in this game, and just Look, the thing about Roy, he doesn't waste deliveries. He plays his shots. He's not going to waste any deliveries, even if he's not in form. He's not going to chew up 8, 9 deliveries for 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So you'd like to think he'll just come out.
And it's a valid point, except for that first game, where he was 1 of 10.
Yeah.
What Doull is saying is right. If he's not scoring runs, he's not scoring 8 of 17 balls.
No.
Yeah.
He's not dragging the team down and saying, see you.
Wasting
and
a power
getting
play.
off.
Rohit's been like that for the last year or so. I think ever since he took over captaincy with the T20 for India as well. He was like, go big or go home.
He said, this is how we're going to play.
Yeah.
And he said, I have to show that I'm willing to do that too. This is how we're going to play, and I'm going to play like that. So I think you'll find, I don't know how many teams don't have a 300-run batter. I think their leading run score is 280, 290 or something this year.
Yeah.
They don't have one player who's gone on to make 450, 500. They'd have liked to, but they haven't got that player. But they've got a few who's made 250, 260.
Yeah, which is what is working for them. I have a question for you, gentlemen.
Oh.
When is 4 equal to 3?
When is 4
It's a very cryptic question.
equal to 3?
Let me tell you. India and Bangalore. So India's trouble with number 4 is Bangalore's trouble with number 3. Revolving door.
And even
Musical
Maxwell
chairs.
Yeah, but even Maxwell Bassett 3 does not score runs, right?
There is a problem with that 3. They have to. It is like how in a building you have number 13 and it's just not there.
I
It goes
think
from
they
12 to 14.
I think they should send Mohammad Siraj at 3.
Hey, good one.
Runs anyway, send
I
him
like
at 3.
it.
Okay, 3 is gone. Okay, come on. Let's
Yeah,
start.
that's it. Let's go to the next one. Right, because how many people have batted at 3? 22? Some such? Pretty much everyone?
Yeah, everyone.
Except Virat and Faf, everyone?
Yeah.
Right? They have had, I couldn't even learn it. Yeah, one second.
So I don't have a problem.
So there
with
you
it.
go. Bracewell, Lomror, Maxwell, Rawat. They just keep going. DK one game as well.
I don't have a problem with a throwaway at 3. If you want someone in the power play, but he's got to be able to bat a little bit. And for me, that one player in the RCB lineup that can bat a little bit, that can find the boundary, is Hasaranga.
Oh, Hasaranga. Okay, I thought you were saying Harshal Patel.
No, it's a fair call because Hasaranga comes in at the end. He's playing 3, 4, 5 balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a better batter than 3, 4, 5 balls. He goes in, he bats. If he bats 10 or 12 balls, he'll give you 17, 18 runs.
I think so. So if they're going to have a throwaway at 3, if they're going to if they want an option.
Could be, right?
At 3.
No, we're serious. We're not kidding about this. We're
Yeah,
serious.
no. I have no option with Hasaranga doing that job because I just think he's probably a better option than most in that team if that's the role they want him to play. Again, he's not going to waste deliveries.
Yeah.
And if it allows Maxwell, Lomror, DK, Rawat to bat sort of 4, 5, 6, 7, I got no problem with that.
Harshal, do
And
you
they've got
remember
Harshal coming in at
Harshal
8.
at 8.
Yeah. Do you
doesn't
remember
matter.
the Indian ODI team? I think back in the 90s, this pinch hitter like anybody would go.
Yeah, when you were young, when you claimed to be young.
That's right, I was.
So-
I was a butter baby.
I'll tell you who got 2 half centuries that time batting at number 3.
Javagal Srinath?
Correct. Javagal Srinath batted at 3 and got half centuries, and the batters down are saying, so we couldn't bat at 3. We sent him up at 3.
But let's talk about Mahipal Lomror because he was very impressive against Delhi. In fact, he was the most impressive batter for Bangalore.
Yeah, the good thing is he was given that role.
Yeah.
So now he has nothing to lose. He's been given that role, saying, you go. So now he's clear in his mind. Okay. And I think that's the way to go.
And spin versus pace, right? I mean, here's the thing, because Mumbai's, it's interesting, right? The bowling that Mumbai has, it's quite interesting. But there you go. You have a look at it. He likes one more than the other, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, and
Fairly clear.
what that did in that situation was it complemented what Virat was going through, who's had his struggles. I mean, we're not poking the knife in, but he's had his real struggles against spin. So what Lomror did was took the spinners on, and it made that partnership look okay.
Yeah.
At the time, it still was never enough runs. It wasn't. I heard them talk about it afterwards, and I think I heard them say it was a 160.
That's what they said. Yes.
Surface, which was just a load of rubbish.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a 200 pitch all day, and Delhi went out and proved that.
Yeah.
So it was sort of making up for what was said, or what was done. But Lomror took the spinners on, which is what needs to happen. So that they have to find someone to sort of combat the spin. If Faf's out, if Maxwell's out, they've got to have someone to combat that spin.
Yeah.
The other thing I suspect with Virat is Virat's a headmaster. Headmasters don't do cheeky, impertinent things like playing a reverse sweep here,
No,
like
no.
going down, hitting over the keeper's head, putting your leg up, hitting the ball behind. That's the cheeky imps, you know. Those are the guys who are made to stand outside the class.
Yeah.
But he's the teacher, he's the headmaster. He can't be seen to be doing that. And so he plays correctly, like he's played all his life. That's made him a great player.
Yeah.
And so they're able to stop him in between.
Yeah.
So maybe Tendulkar once told me, I want to hit there. That's why I'm playing these
Cheeky,
singles,
cute.
singles
Yeah.
there. He said at some point they'll put a fielder there, then I'll hit where I want. But Virat doesn't play reverse sweeps, reverse slogs.
Is there a fear of if he plays one and gets out, that he gets absolutely chastised for doing it? Because that's what I would worry about. I want to see him continue to invent himself as a player. He is one of the greatest players we've seen in the last 10 years, right? I have no issue saying that, but you've got to keep reinventing yourself in this game. And this tournament has shown that you must find ways to reinvent yourself or to continue to grow as a player. As the game grows, you must find a way. I wouldn't have an issue with him getting out playing a reverse sweep, but I wonder whether the country would have an issue.
I mean, but see,
You know what I mean? Maybe that's part of the issue.
But devil's advocate, look how Rohit got out, right? Rohit got out with that shot.
Yeah.
And you were just like, no, Rohit,
I think the country
don't do that.
I think the country might accept Virat playing that shot for RCB, but not in a World Cup game. against Pakistan.
And that's such a thing about India, isn't it? It's you know, I mean, there's a cricket passion here, and it's sort of like they'd come down on you for one little thing and build you up for one little thing. And
that's true.
There's very little middle ground and
But
evenness
they will, I'm
about
telling
it.
you, if he hits a reverse sweep, he hits it for 4, they'll clap. If he gets out on that,
Yeah.
If he gets out, yes. But if he hits a reverse sweep, you'll see it for the next 15 days. If he hits a reverse sweep.
Yeah.
But if he wants to reinvent himself, he only has to look left or right when he's going out to open the batting.
Yeah.
Because the person who's batting with him is now 38, 39. He has reinvented himself as a top order hitter.
Yeah.
Not as a batter.
Yeah.
Faf du Plessis used to be a top order batter. Today he's a top order hitter. So if he can reinvent himself at 38, 39, we could well say his international career is over, he's only playing franchise cricket, let me go and try it out.
yeah.
But when you play, you put on your franchise hat, you've got to forget me, the wow, all-time India batter.
Well, there's another player.
Okay to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. We're okay with it. I'm sure he'd be okay with it. But would the fans come out?
Yeah,
It's just it's an off-cricket conversation, but it's true because all these things do make a difference. All right, there's another guy in the Mumbai team who is, well, he's not that old, but there is a bit of a reinvention because he had kind of been forgotten, right? Got picked in Mumbai. Curious case of Benjamin Button. Here he comes, threatening for the purple cap. How many behind is he? He's way up there. I'm talking about young Piyush Chawla, who just quietly has come and shown that he has got a heart the size of a football field, hasn't he, Harsha?
Yeah, there's certain cuteness about his bowling because he sort of waddles up to you and says, "Yeah, bowl well." You know, he's so excited about coming here because I think he realizes that this is the highest form of the game he's playing now.
Yeah.
I mean, unless just like DK made a stunning comeback and got picked for the T20 World Cup, unless
Just
Piyush,
way too many leg spinners now, right, in India for...
so Piyush Chawla saying, "Listen, guys, you picked me last. You didn't pick me last. You picked me last. You know what? I've got nothing to lose. Let me go and have fun." But he's still a very clever bowler.
Yeah.
And I thought the ball he got to Shikhar Dhawan, the way he got Shikhar Dhawan out in that game against Punjab, and I think I said it a couple of days ago, he said he was batting so well against me that just to go past his outside edge was like, wow, I felt great. But he's clever. He'll pull his length back. He'll push it through. Then suddenly he'll bowl one seam up at 110 degrees, 110, 110
Kilometers per hour.
Degrees.
Wow.
Gee, but it is getting warmer though, Harsh. I will say 110 degrees. It is getting warmer
is
as
110
you know
degrees.
as the tournament goes on. It's hotting up.
I thought I would tell
Everything's
Harsha
fine.
110 beats per minute, but no, it sounds just
I'm
slightly
thinking my
short.
physics teacher said, "You haven't changed. You're still getting your units wrong."
We are back to the physics teacher. Piyush Chawla, 17,
wickets.
two wickets behind.
Two behind Shami
Can
and
he do it
Rashid
today?
and Tushar Deshpande.
He's got a good chance
he does,
of getting
Mumbai
it today
laughing.
because he loves these guys.
He does. Mumbai are laughing in this game.
Yeah? If he does, because he likes, there you go. He gets them. He likes them. Kohli, Du Plessis, Karthik, Maxwell. He's got them all a few times. So
At one of the toughest grounds. I mean, I know Bangalore is a tough ground. This is almost as tough to bowl.
Yeah, 3 times Kohli, 3 times Maxwell, couple of times for DK, and Fuff has struggled to score runs off him.
Yeah.
Strike rate for Fuff against
Run the
against
ball.
Piyush.
Yeah, just run the ball. Hasn't given his wicket, but just run the ball. Obviously, you're thinking, if the captain, Rohit, is thinking, if you can give me 2 of these 4, I'm happy. You've done your job.
Yeah,
No,
absolutely.
I might retain you next year. Just give me 2 today, I'll retain you next year.
This is also where, we talk about it often now, that the impact player, the impact substitute. If when Mumbai bowl first, he just goes off. He can go off. He doesn't have to take part.
Yeah,
they can bring it.
I called him. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I called him.
I know. I saw that the other
walking
day.
up, show me your hand.
Yeah.
Where have you got?
Where did it hit you?
Sir, I got letter from my mother.
sir. Yeah.
I got letter from my mother saying I'm okay to bunk. I'm not. Show me the
so
letter.
good.
Signature looks like yours.
It did. It turned into a hot dog finger. You saw it. It's like one of those from that film, whatever it was called.
But
Everything
what I'm
Everywhere All
saying,
at Once.
if they bowl first, they can bring a batter in and he can go off.
Yeah.
If they want to use him as that substitute, or use a batter as that impact substitute after he's bowled his complement of 4 overs, they can do that. He's still maybe got a little bit more ability with the bat than 1 or 2.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen him.
Yeah.
Piyush, in fact, you can't say that in front of Joy, because Joy goes, wait. He's won some for us with the bat.
2014.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2014, third over, third game.
Against Punjab.
Third game, 17th game, second ball.
But to be fair to Piyush, it's a few hot dinners ago. Let's be honest.
It's a few what?
It's a few hot dinners
I like
ago.
that phrase.
Hot dinners
A
ago.
few hot dinners ago.
Yeah.
Well, a few hot dinners away is also whether they will retain Jofra Archer or not, because he's gone back now. Yes. Right? It's just this whole, again, curious case of Jofra.
Yeah, it's all the secrecy. It's all. They will be keeping up with the ECB. They'll be telling the ECB what's happening, and Joffa will be relaying how he's feeling and all of these things. But there's just been a whole lot of secrecy about. They flew him to where'd they fly him to? Belgium.
Belgium, I heard.
Yeah, Belgium to get some really nice chocolate.
And Brussels sprout.
That's it, exactly.
I really
but
like
they
Brussels
flew him
sprouts.
there to make sure
I
everything
genuinely
was,
do. I
was
like
okay.
that. Good.
So it's been an ongoing. I think it's time they admit that they made a mistake at the auction.
Yeah. So they've got 1 more year.
They've got one more.
They've got 1 more year before the next auction is due. We all have our thoughts. That's for another 3-hour program.
Yeah.
Whether or not there's an auction.
Yes,
But they've
yes.
got 1 more year to get the most out of him.
I don't think it's a bad thing though. CJ's he's a proven performer. He's
Never set any IPL on fire, though.
No, he
in all
hasn't.
fairness, and this is not a ground that is friendly to bowlers. So
No.
you're literally kind of hit the ground running here.
yeah. Look, he's got to. He's been training hard. I saw him the other night at the hotel. He's been training really hard. He's 100%er. He gives you a great fielder.
Correct.
That's one thing he does give. It enhances their fielding side if they use him properly. And when I say properly, I think I wouldn't bother with Cameron Green with the brand new ball tonight. I'd give Jordan an over. I'd get him right into the game.
Yeah.
First up, right into the game with the first over. Yeah. See if that new ball swings a little bit for him, and go with him and Berendorf.
Exactly.
First
I'll
up.
go Berendorf and Jordan up front.
Just see what happens.
Berendorf and Jordan. Let's have a look at the Mumbai team and see who their bowlers are. There's, of course, Berendorf. There's Jordan. We have Piyush Chawla, who comes in with his spin. There's Kumar Kartikeya, Akash Madhwal, and then, of course, they get overs from Cameron Green. So those are their bowlers. Let's have a look at the Bangalore batting as well as the game starts. And the two of you can think about your score guesses at Wankhede. Virat Kohli, Faf du Plessis, Glenn Maxwell, Anuj Rawat, Mahipal Lomrod, Dinesh Karthik, Harshal Patel, and you've got the bowlers.
Then you come to Wankhede. So now suddenly look at that and say, okay, let's send Wankhede as a kamikaze player.
In number 3, bring him in. Bring him in. All right, we have the joy factor question and then the score guesses. Let's see what the question is. He was working very hard on this last night, in fact. He didn't leave till he gave the question. This cricketer has scored 2,600 and the devil! 2,666 runs at a single venue. He also got a century and 50 in the last test he played. Name him.
I think he was stuck in the jam with you and had to send out a question.
He's phoned it in today, hasn't he? It's an easy one. Do you know this?
Phoned it in. I mean, you just have to look at how many people scored 100 in that last test.
Yeah, it's easy.
Joy, not then 3 of us are
We're judging him.
You're judging him, correct?
We're doing a year-end evaluation.
There's 100 answers in already. He's allowed to sort of give up an easy one now and then.
Yeah, that's right.
We've got to cut him some slack.
A juicy half a wally.
Correct.
Okay. Score guesses. RCB batting first. Wankhede.
Oh wow! Look, I want another cracking game. I want another good game. So I'm going to give them the benefit of a very good score and say 2-1-3.
2.
I was going just under. I was going sort of 206, 207.
Where do I go then? 200. I'll go around.
Go where you want. Follow your instincts. Follow the wind with the wind behind your back. Chart new courses.
Just don't follow too many cars to the studio because then you get stuck.
That's right. Oh, by the way, I got to tell you, I was in a traffic jam and the 5 cars around me, you would have gone mental. They were great. I'll tell him in just a second. Car junkies. We'll talk about it in just a second. But right now, we've got to get on our scooters and zoom out of here. We'll see you at the end of the
What was your guess?
200.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
200.
He slipped that in when we were.
I didn't hear it.
Why
He said,
you
like 5 cars around me,
I didn't,
200,
yeah.
and you would have loved watching 200. Just slip the 200
I'll
in.
tell you what happened. While you were narrating Wuthering Heights, wind behind my back,
Wankhede with the 2 dots on top of the.
I just put a 200 in there. I was also thinking the world is my oyster and I am its pearl. But no, I have gone with 200, 207, 213. Those are our guesses.
Berendorf first over.
What?
Okay.
Finish your sentence.
Well, he's bowling the first over.
That's your sentence. That's it.
That is it.
That's
Berendorf
it.
bowling the first over.
Non-event alert. Berendorf first over.
Yeah.
Has got a wicket. Has got 8 for a 6. Nothing game.
He's bowled 2 balls,
And
2 dots.
2 dots.
Dot.
Okay. Then I'm changing mine. I'm bringing it to 160. No, I'm kidding. 200. Let's take it at 200. All right. We're out of here. We're going to see you really soon. Thank you for watching Cricbuzz Live. And we'll see you in the com box. So let me tell you, there was a G-Wagon. There was a Porsche Taycan.
Jaipur via Kota.
कृपया ध्यान आपको अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
Lucknow Junction.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವ ರೈಲು
चेन्नई बेंगलुरु तिरुचिरापल्ली Hyderabad Superfast Express পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন कृपया ध्यान दें